Author M.A.Corliss here. I just wrote a piece for my new novel, and I enjoyed it so much I figured I'd share it with the rest of you. So, here we go. The Shipyard, London, England, May 12th, 1635. The tide splashed against the rickety docks as the rain continued to come down like bullets in the sky. Waves climbed and crashed against each other, leaving behind nothing more than a foamy residue, as the bow of the ship rocked upward towards the gloomy skies, revealing bone-like barnacles and a thick green ocean sludge, the wood bowing and creaking as bitter cold water splashed onto the decks, coating crew members with the stench and taste of the salty waters. All while the sky erupted with flashes of hot electricity, followed by a mighty and ferocious shout that echoed throughout the skies. The subtle rain had evolved into a storm, the winds whistling and quickening into a hefty gust that shook wooden signs and forced its way through the trees. Thick branches of the birch tree swaying back and forth, letting out an ear-piercing crack as they buckle underneath the weight of the wind, while aboard the ship, crew members run about, soaked and freezing as they reach for loose ropes, the first mate cupping his hands over his mouth as he tries to yell out the roar of the thunder. "Tighten the line," he yelled against the howling wind. "Ready the jib. I want us heading up before we hit the mainsail," he continued. The crew members came back in unison with a mighty "Aye, aye!" as another crack of lightning flashed over the ship, with the mast cutting through the dense, dark clouds as lightning danced around it, the rain thumping heavily against the wooden planks that made up the deck, causing some crew members to slip and twist their way as they performed their duties. From offshore, it might have looked like they were dancing on sheets of ice like figure skaters performing some kind of routine. The raindrops further drenching ripped shirts and holey coats as it drips off their brows and the brims of their caps, just barely being able to make out what is in their hands, let alone the shadowy figures that made their way towards the docks.